Hi, I'm Emily, and welcome to day 7 of Spring into Your Practice. We're going to be working on opening our hearts today. Grab a yoga blanket or something similar that's going to work. Open it up so you have a pretty long edge to then roll up along the long edge, making a little yoga sausage. Take that and go ahead and place it off to the side and join me standing on your mat. Coming into mountain pose, choose whatever distance between your feet is appropriate for you today. Push down into your feet to lengthen, extending up and towards the sky. Take one big inhale through the nose. And exhale out of your mouth. Place your hands on your hips with the thumbs pointed towards the back. So your fingers are kind of on those bony points on the front of your hips. Push pretty firmly down and then lifting out of where you're pushing down. Can you lift the spine up and then start to open the chest up towards the sky? And then exhale, come down. Inhale, push in to your hips down to lift up and out through your chest. And then release. Inhale, the gaze can come up with your chest just a little bit towards the sky. Exhale, release. Now just bring the whole hand to the front, making sure that as you're coming up, you're not shifting the weight forward. So press firmly into your hands, into the front of your hips. Inhale, lengthen, maybe taking a little bit deeper of a back bend in your upper back. And exhale, release. Inhale, pushing into the feet, making sure that the hips aren't coming forward in space. Open up the chest. Exhale, release. One more time, pushing into the front. Inhale, expand. And then exhale, release. Inhale, the arms come up and overhead. Exhale, bending your knees, coming into a forward fold. Releasing the neck. Then think about lengthening the legs. It feels okay to you. Moment here to enjoy your forward fold. Inhale, the hands come up the legs, looking forward, lengthening up the spine. Exhale, forward fold. And then push into the feet. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, arms come back into mountain pose. Inhale, the arms come up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the chest comes forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, back into mountain. This time, taking the hands behind your back, interlace your fingers with the right thumb on top. Roll the shoulder points back. Keep a nice spread between your shoulder blades on your back, so you're not just crunching. Starting to extend the arms, bending your knees, coming into a forward fold with the hands clasped above you. Maybe here you lengthen out the legs. Maybe you start to straighten the elbows. Inhale, maybe bringing the chest forward into a halfway lift with the arms clasped. Exhale, folding forward, bringing the hands to the small of your back, and then letting the arms come down, stepping back into a tabletop position. Inhale here, and exhale like one plank coming down to the ground. Inhale, push the pinky side of the feet into the ground, lifting the chest up into cobra pose. Exhale, release the chest back down to the ground. Bringing the hands behind you, now interlace the fingers with the left thumb on top, so the opposite grip, whatever probably feels funky to you. Pushing the feet into the ground, the knees lift, the pelvis pushes down. Inhaling, lifting the chest, maybe lifting the fists off of your low back and your butt. Trying to headbutt the front of the room. One last inhale, lifting up a little bit further, and then exhale, release down to the ground. Tucking your toes, pushing back through pseudo downwards, through pseudo child's pose, lifting the seat up to the sky, then straightening the legs a little bit to come into downward facing dog. Inhale the right foot up to the sky. Step the right foot forward, bringing the left knee down, coming into low butt lunge. You can untuck your toe. Your choice at any time if you prefer to come up into high lunge. I suggest starting with the low lunge. Inhale, the arms come up and overhead. Torso's upright, lifting off of the right thigh. Inhale up to the sky, and then exhale, bringing the arms into cactus arm shape. You can blame the fact that I bought my first cactus yesterday on this pose. So really trying to expand the elbows out to either side, fingers spread wide, palms facing the front of the room. Inhale the arms up, palms facing forward still, and like you're doing a kind of lat pull down, bringing the hands back slowly into cactus. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time, keeping the arms there, starting to tilt the elbows out to the front of the room. As the fingertips come back, maybe then the chest comes to face and the front of the face come to face the ceiling as well. And then exhale, hands all the way back down to the ground, stepping the right foot back into downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, stepping the foot forward. You can take however many steps you need to get there. Inhaling, untucking the toes and bringing the hands up to the sky. Checking in. The torso lifting off of the thigh, the belly off of the thigh. And then exhale, hands come down into cactus arms. Prickers spreading nice and wide. Inhale, the arms go up. And then exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Creating resistance as you come down, pretending like you're having to pull away from something. And last time, inhale, the arms come up. Exhale down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The elbows pulling out and away from you and slowly tilting the elbows to the front of the room. Palms face, chest to the sky, towards the back of the room. Remember to breathe. And then exhale, the hands come down to the ground, stepping back into downward facing dog. Maybe breathing out of the mouth here on your exhale. And then bringing the knees down to the ground. Untuck your toes, coming up to stand on your shins. Coming towards Ustrasana or camel pose. So begin with your hands, fingertips pointing down, grabbing your butt cheeks. I really do truly mean grabbing your butt cheeks. So the heel of your hand is just at that part where, you know, the nice juicy part starts of your butt, not on your low back. From here, pushing into the shins, and then not going into Ustrasana right away, but starting to lean back one line from your knees to your hips up to your chest. Leaning back as far as you can. You're definitely going to feel it in the front of the legs and your core. Coming back up. Breathing back in space. Really engaging through the legs. Pushing into the ground with your shins to support you. Breathe back again, as far as you can. It might not be much, it might be just a millimeter, an inch. Each time you practice this, it'll maybe go a little further. And this time coming up, pushing firmly into your butt cheeks, lifting out and away, just bringing the chest up to the sky like we did when we were in mountain pose at the beginning. And then slowly pushing into the butt cheeks to keep your hips where they are in space. So the hips aren't coming back with you. Maybe starting to think about the chest coming further towards the sky. Can you find that engagement in the legs that you had when you were just rocking back and forth? Squeezing the elbows together behind your back as much as you can. And then exhale as you come forward. You can go ahead and release your seat to your heels. Taking your hands out in front of you. You can come into a little child's pose for a moment. Kicking the feet out to the side. Coming down onto your side and then rolling onto your back. Feet plant on the ground, about hips distance apart, a little bit away from your seat. Take robot arms, so your shoulder to your elbow is on the ground, pushing into the ground, fingertips up towards the sky, palms facing each other. Firmly press into the feet, exhale, and bring the hips up. From here, pressing even more firmly into your arms, can that actually bring your chest forward, more towards your chin? Keeping the knees about hips distance apart. Pushing firmly into the big toe side of the foot. It's the back bend, but a bit of a more relaxing back bend with the chin in towards the chest. And then exhale, bringing the seat all the way down to the ground. Roll over to one side. Use your hands and your arms to push yourself up, grabbing your yoga sausage, placing it towards the top of your mat, coming down onto your side, pausing to make sure that the whole sausage roll is going to be just under kind of where your bra strap is or where you think it would be, in line with your breasts and your nipples. Coming down, rolling over to the sausage, keeping the knees bent, the feet on the ground at first as you release the head back and over. Making sure that you're happy with the placement, so you're getting a light opening across the chest now. Maybe you choose to take your cactus arms now in a less engaged variations, so now that gravity can help you open up across the chest. Open the arms. Maybe shake the feet wide and knock the knees together. Your choice if you want to try bringing the legs out long down the mat. Just take notice of if that causes any unwanted tension in your lower back. If it does, then back off. Taking yourself through several rounds of breath, slowing down. I'll let you know when it's been 15 minutes. Deepening your inhales and your exhales. You need to move along and only have 15 minutes today. And thank you for taking those 15 minutes. You're always welcome to stay here. You're always welcome to take a restorative practice from last week. Thank you and see you soon.